Good morning. Today we're here with Miss Hall, and we're here to ask her some questions about the book Heart of Darkness. Good morning, Miss Hall.
Good morning.
Um, I would like to ask you about the savagery of the white men that actually begins to occur, not only towards the natives, but towards each other, in that they do not care about each other's lives or do not care about each other in any case. What do you think about that?
Well, that's one of the reasons I like Heart of Darkness, because I think it reveals uh, what man is, and that man's heart is dark, and that when given the opportunity, man resorts to his most selfish, brutal state, and does what is most beneficial to himself. And I think that you can see that throughout the whole novella. At each station, the men are selfish and brutal, and have no regard for other human lives, and do not view the natives as human, and they behave horribly. And Marlowe comments on that throughout the book, and he talks about what happens in the absence of checks, when there is not civilized society there to sort of restrain man's natural inclination to be dark. Then that's what he is. And so these men are away from home, where there are policemen and social norms and acceptable behavior, and without all of that, this is what happens.
Well, would it also be an opportunity to rule? They view the natives as lesser beings, and every man has some sort of hierarchy in their head. Would it be the thought of being a king or a god?
Oh yeah, definitely. Kurtz succumbs to that temptation, and the other men do so as well in different ways. But you can see that throughout history. The famous quote was that absolute power corrupts absolutely. When man has absolute power, he doesn't do good things with it, and you can see that throughout history in governments. People, rise to power with so-called good motives and good intentions, but once there, often the government becomes corrupt, the individuals become corrupt, and whatever corrupt government was being replaced is the new one's often just as bad, if not worse. So yeah, I think man can't help but resist. Not can't help and is unable to resist the temptation of absolute power and what it does to corrupt them.
Very intriguing. Well, that's all for me.